So we're trying to basically create the world's most audacious video chain letter.
Okay.
So everyone we're interviewing, we are basically asking them to ask the next person a question.
Okay.
So we interviewed Anne Hathaway, and she
Yeah.
has a question for you, which we have on this iPad.
I can't talk to her, I'm so shy. Kate Winslet, what is your favorite breakfast? That is my question.
So,
She's so sweet. Oh God, what is my favorite breakfast? My favorite breakfast, probably in the whole wide world, real treaty favorite breakfast is Eggs Benedict. Probably. If you could play any of the characters in any of your films, which character would it be?
If I could play any character, I think it would be. What a great question! I think it would be. I think it would be Alexei Sestevich from this movie.
why would that be?
Because it looked like so much fun. Paul Giamatti was having the best time being as bombastic. I think that would be really fun. Hey Gareth, how you doing? I want to ask you if you could let Scoot McNairy cut your hair, would you?
No. No, Scoot's got a unique sense of fashion. He wears particular crazy hats. I don't think I'd feel too safe giving him a pair of scissors, to be honest. I like mine very standard, very kind of Luke Skywalker-ish. Doing these press junkets, you get asked the same question over and over. What's the one question that annoys you the most, that you constantly ask, that you wish people would never ask you ever again?
Oh, God. I suppose it doesn't annoy me. I'm going to ask, the answer is that it doesn't really annoy me. The question I get asked over and over again is, were you really, really disappointed when Philip Seymour Hoffman played Truman Capote? Did that really, really upset you? To which I always have to go through this long, protracted thing of saying, no, I wasn't. I was really happy to get the part. And it was totally out of the blue that I should be asked to be a lead part in an American film like that. But usually the answer goes on so long that everyone comes away thinking, he really was upset. You can tell. He's created this huge answer. So, in short, that's the question I always get asked. Hi, Charlie. Do you feel trapped by your looks as an actress?
I feel like you wrote down that question for him.
I totally didn't.
Or he's drunk. I love Toby. I don't know. I mean, I think when I started, definitely, yeah. Because when I started, there was no, it just wasn't kosher to be a model turned actress. That just didn't really exist. There was really no role models that were doing that successfully. So it was definitely like walking in and just, you know, just denying the fact that you ever did any modeling. And thank God there was no internet back then and nobody could actually check the facts out. Hi, Andy. This is Charlize. This is a game I play with my friends because we're all foodies. If you were on death row and you had your last meal, what would it be?
That's such a great question. Well, Charlize, my answer would be very simply the food that I grew up on, which was very poor spaghetti with very rubbishy cheese sauce and chunks of tuna from a tin. Sorry, I'm not very glamorous in that respect.
Really? Andy Serkis is a question for me?
You're surrounded probably by a number of people wearing leotards and head-mounted cameras. Is this freaky?
Thank you so much for your question, Andy. I'm such a fan. Yes, I will say it was freaky, certainly at first, and you have to get over the jokes that will be accompanied with any man wearing tight leotards. But, you know, what was so great about acting opposite actors versus just tennis balls is that you could create a really organic connection with someone. So when you're doing a close-up of me opposite Rocket or opposite Groot and I'm having a conversation with them, I was actually working with actors. And they are Christian and Sean Gunn, who James' brother, who has another role in the movie as Kraglin. they're terrific actors, and so we could create a real organic chemistry that was captured on film. So yeah, it was at first it was freaky, but then you realize it's actually essential in creating an organic performance opposite an animated character. James, I know you have a real fondness for animals, and doing a movie that has a talking raccoon in it must have been a real dream for you. Will you tell me how much was your dog Wesley an inspiration for creating Rocket Raccoon?
Well, you know, it's interesting because that's my dog Von Spears informed both Rocket and Groot quite a bit. I think the biggest influence on Rocket is his little gnarly mouth was based. We actually took, a lot of we took a lot of photographs of my dog's mouth and molded part of Rocket's mouth after my dog's mouth. So in some ways, Rocket has more of a dog's mouth than a raccoon's mouth. But I think he's actually a bigger influence on Groot. Because there's something about Groot's big brown eyes that are like my dog, and then this unconditional love that Groot has for those around him and this sort of innocence that he has that is actually kind of like the personality of my goofball dog. So I think that he actually influenced Groot a little bit more, but he looks a little bit more like Rocket.